So anyway, I don't really need to talk much more about that, but it reminded me of dance church, and just like, all I know is that if I took something to the dance floor, I may not even have been aware of bringing something to the dance floor emotionally, but once I started dancing, I could feel it. It would come to the surface. Any insecurity, anything that didn't serve me, I could feel it. I could feel that there was something there, and I would just work it out. And I honestly think that the whole doodling was a similar thing. Anyway, it's just something that I observed today, and that's the whole thoughtful part of this, is that uh, I don't know if I would have thought these thoughts or had these feelings or done this doodling if I wasn't fasting. I probably wouldn't have. I don't know. I'm pretty thoughtful. I think about things, and I'm pretty reflective anyway, but I'm definitely more reflective, you know. I think food is a big distraction for people, and even though I really wasn't spending much time on food before anyway, I just, those are some things that I thought about today. So, and the other thing I want to talk about is just Yellowstone and how amazing it is. It's just mind-blowing. So, by the way, I got cut off because of my storage, but I don't know. I had just deleted some things, so I don't really know what's going on. These videos are pretty big, so anyway, as far as Yellowstone goes, when I arrived there, I was not expecting to feel the way that I felt. I had no idea. I saw the sign and I immediately just choked up. And it's not like I've been like emotional about a lot of things. Like, I haven't been doing a lot of crying or anything, but I feel like I probably would have had this reaction regardless of fasting or not. I've watched shows on Yellowstone. I've seen it so many times. It's been so captivated by it. Just watching it on TV and shows and movies, and not movies, but maybe movies, you know, documentaries, and it's just crazy that I'm 41, very close to 42 now, and I'm just going there. Except my mom told me today, I knew that they went on a big road trip when I was in my mom's belly, but that I actually went there when she was 7 months pregnant for me. So I was there, just in the womb, which is really interesting because I feel like I'm in the womb now. I've said that. Oh, I'm just having that epiphany. And she was 7 months pregnant, which is interesting too because the number 7 has always been, I've always been very, very drawn to it. My whole life I have been. So that's interesting. And I can't even give you an exact reason why. So I just don't know. I just always have been. Yeah, so when I walked in, it was like I just kept trying to, like, okay, I just want to experience this, but I couldn't even talk because I wanted to cry, and the kids are like, okay, you know, I mean, they weren't making fun of me or anything, but I just, it took me about 20 minutes to settle down. It did, I swear. It really did. And then driving around, it's like so creative, such a creative landscape, and it's just the way that the beauty is put together is unreal. It's like, it's so unreal. It's like unfathomable. And then we get to see all these animals so close. Elk, bison really close, elk really close, a deer really close, fox. Rowan spotted a fox when we turned around and saw that. I think it was injured though. So I hope that, yeah, I hope everything's okay with it. I don't know. But yeah, the beauty in Yellowstone was just insane. And it's like a deal where you'd have to, because you pay $35 to get in, but you can go for 7 days. And it's a deal where I next time would want to do that, but stay 7 days, but really stay 7 days and do like the full 7 days, because really, there's so much to see. It's so many miles. We drove so many miles today. We had a lot of extra time today, and basically, but we didn't, because we did so much there. We did a lot of stopping at the beginning, and then we realized we're never gonna get to this Airbnb if we don't. We have to really keep driving, and so we really just drove for the second half, three quarters, the last 3/4 of the loop that we did, and we didn't even do anywhere near all of it. I mean, there's just so much to see. So that was really magical, and it was just, I felt so honored to be able to be there, and it's just really interesting, the whole emotion that I felt in the beginning. I think I'm just feeling a lot of gratitude, and just so grateful. So grateful. And really interesting about the womb thing was I was in my mom's womb, and now I'm in the womb again. So that's really, yeah, now I'm thinking in 7 months. I'm not quite, like, if you were to like do a ratio of like this 30 days to 7 months, you know, being 9 months pregnant, I think the ratios would be a little bit off, but that's how my brain works. but you know, today my daughter, we were adding up like a life number, I think her boyfriend's life number, and I was able to just add it up so fast in my head. And I think my brain is really thinking very clearly, but at the same time, when someone tries to get my attention, apparently it's hard to get my attention. Maybe they're talking quietly. I also had like this stuff going on in my ears, so they were plugged up, so I think I'm maybe not hearing as well, and there was that. But yeah, anyway, so my brain is thinking very clearly. But yeah, I got to see 2 waterfalls today. Well, technically 3 with a little one that we saw, but 2 pretty massive, unbelievable, incredible waterfalls, and the sounds coming from them. And the first one was like waving over rocks, like it was so like wavy, and just, it was like art. It was such art. Everything I saw today was art. You just turn around a corner, and as you're moving, it's like the image changes, and it's just all art. It's so creative. It's just, I don't even know. I had such beautiful words in my head when I was driving by and like witnessing it, and then I didn't write them down, and now I'm not really describing it very well at all. You know, in the moment, just a lot of stuff comes to me, and then I don't always write it down, and then I can't translate it very well, because it's, well, my car clock is saying it's 1:18 in the morning, our time, Eastern Standard Time, but here it's 11:18, so I gotta go. I love you, and I gotta go to bed. Here I gotta get tucked in and go to bed, and we're leaving at 6 a.m., so headed to Seattle tomorrow. I love you. Night, but you're probably not going to bed when you're watching this. Bye.